Yeah. What's going on? นั่งโน่นมีแต่ผู้หญิงเหรอที่มา
วันนี้ไม่ได้มา
ฮะลูกสาวก็ไม่มาเหรอ
วันนี้ไม่ได้มาเจ้าค่ะ
ฮะ
ครั้งนี้ไม่ได้มาเจ้าค่ะ
ครั้งนี้ก็ไม่มา
ให้เฝ้าคุณตาเจ้าค่ะ
ปรึกษาอะไรเลยใช้อยู่ไหนมาเลยดี
อยู่บ้านเจ้า
อยู่บ้านนอนนั่นเดียวเล่นนะเล่นเหรอ
ไม่เลยค่ะทำงานเจ้าค่ะ
ทำงานอะไร
ตอนนี้จะเปิดบริษัทอยู่ก็เลยยุ่งทำเอกสารเจ้าค่ะ
บริษัทออนไลน์ขายของเหรอ
เกี่ยวกับเซอร์วิสเกี่ยวกับงานบริการเจ้าค่ะงานซ่อมอะไรอย่างเงี้ยเจ้าค่ะ
ซ่อมร่างกายยาแก้โควิดยาแก้ความกลัวก็ดีกว่านะมีไหมยาแก้ความกลัวเจอหลวงพ่อนานหรือยังฮะยังไม่รู้จักนะมลดียังไม่รู้จักยาแก้ความกลัวเหรอฮะเป็นอะไรไม่รู้จักแล้วพุทโธฮะเมื่อไม่คิดก็ไม่กลัวฮะเนี่ยมีแต่คนกลัวตายนะแต่ไม่กลัวเกิดฮะเมื่อเกิดแล้วก็ต้องตายนะทุกคนรู้ไหมแต่ไม่อยากรับเวลาเกิดแล้วไม่อยากตายนะใช่ไหมแต่ทุกคนก็ต้องตายนะรู้ไหมมันนานนะยังไม่ถึงเวลาของเราคิดแบบนี้ใช่ไหมถึงอายุ80 ปียังไม่ถึงเวลาอายุ100ยังไม่ถึงเวลาไม่อยากตายเมื่อไม่อยากตายไม่ต้องเกิดเข้าใจไหมแล้วเวลาเกิดแล้วก็ทุกคนก็ต้องตายเนี่ยมาเลยดีก็ภาวนาบ้างไหม5 นาทีแล้วไม่ถึง
ตอนสงบมันไม่ถึงจ้าแต่นั่งนานอยู่พี่ชายทำทุกวัน
ไม่เป็นไรก็เมื่อพยายามก็อยู่กับพุทโธนะเมื่อเข้าสู่สมาธิเข้าสู่สงบนะก็ไม่เป็นไรก็ต้องต้องนั่งอยู่นะพยายามนะนี่ความพยายามอยู่ที่ไหนอยู่นั่นไม่ความสมเด็จอยู่ที่นั่นนี่ต้องเข้าใจทุกคนต้องภาวนานะอันนี้ก็มันเสียชาติเกิดเจ็บเจ็บไหมนี่มีแต่เล่นมีแต่คุยกันมีแต่ไลน์ออนไลน์เดี๋ยวนี้TikTok มีแต่ดูมีแต่หาได้สนุกสนานแต่หาทั้งออกจากโลกนี้ก็ไม่มีใครมันลำบากนะหาทางออกมันลำบากนะเห็นไหมเมื่อนั่งสมาธิก็30 นาทีลำบากใช่ไหม ปวดนี่ปวดโน้ปวดทับนะมันที่อะไรที่ปวดนะมันไม่ใช่หลังไก่ที่ปวดนะเป็นชัยที่ปวดฮะ ต้องสู้กันนะต้องฟัดกันฮะนี่มันชัยมันปวดนะฮะเพราะว่าเมื่อนั่งดูโทรทัศน์2 ชั่วโมงก็ไม่ปวดนะฮะ เนี่ยมันจะเห็นว่ามันปวดใจไม่ใช่ปวดไก่นะอันนี้โอ้เนี่ยนะของเราเนี่ยชอบพูดแบบไหนรักษาศีล 5ไหมฮะนะก็ศีล 4 ศีล 3ทำนนมงฮะมีพวกน้อยเหรอเนี่ยโอ้วันนี้ส่วนมากก็เป็นภาษาอังกฤษนะแต่เดี๋ยวมาเลดีก็มาก็ครับช่วงนี้ก็คนน้อยอาทิตย์ก่อนนะวันที่อาทิตย์ก่อนก็เยอะนะกี่คนก็เกือบเต็มนะผู้หญิงสำหรับผู้หญิงเกือบเต็มช่วงนี้ก็วันนี้ก็พักผ่อนเนี่ยเอาก็อีกนะใช่เนี่ยมันจะทำอะไรกับชีวิตของเราฮะนะเนี่ยไม่ได้หาได้สนุกสนานฮะใช่ไหมฮะไม่เป็นไรฮะจะต้องตายแล้วเวลาตายไปแล้วก็ต้องเกิดใหม่ฮะเข้าใจไหมแล้วเวลาเกิดมาแล้วก็อาจจะไม่ใช่เป็นมนุษย์นะเพราะส่วนมากก็ไปไม่เป็นมนุษย์ฮะมันเลยดีจะทำอะไรฮะไม่อยากคิดนะใช่ไหม ไม่อยากคิดดีกว่านะฮะอาจจะตกนรกนะฮะอาจจะเกิดเป็นเปรตเป็นผีนะเนี่ยบางคนอาจจะขึ้นสวรรค์นะเวลาขึ้นสวรรค์แล้วนะจะไปที่ไหนนะเมื่อสวยปุญหมดแล้วก็ต้องรับบาปต้องชดเชยกรรมนะใช่ไหมมันจะรู้นะแต่มันชอบลืมใช่ไหมทุกวันนะเมื่อไม่มีสติของเราก็ไม่รู้ทำอะไรลงไปไม่รู้ก็จะทำบาปก็ทำบุญนะเมื่อไม่มีสติก็ของเราก็เหมือนคนตาบอดนะไม่รู้ทำอะไรลงไปนะไม่รู้มีผลอะไรนะเพราะว่าของเราไม่เคยทัวร์ดูเมื่อไปช้อปปิ้งเลยซื้อนี่ซื้อโน่นฉันทัวร์ดูใช่ไหมมันถูกไหมถูกใช่ไหมใช่ไหมเดี๋ยวเวลาตามกิเลสก็ไม่เคยตรวจนะถูกไหมเนี่ยมันกิเลสมันโลกลวงโลกลวงตลอดเวลาบอกว่าทำอันนี้ก็จะรวยทำอันนี้ก็สวยไงทำอันนี้ก็ดีใจนะทำอันนี้ก็เนี่ยแล้วตามกิเลสนะมันไม่เคยได้ผลที่กิเลสก็โลกเขาใช่ไหมแต่ของเขายังตามอยู่เจนนี่ต้องหาแฟนใหม่ใช่ไหมแฟนเก่าที่นะโอ้เนี่ยเราต้องหากินใหม่นะอาหารนี่ก็ยังไม่ทดสอบดูต้องทดสอบใหม่นะเนี่ยต้องไปเที่ยวนี่ต้องไปเที่ยวโน่นไปเที่ยวนั้นนะแต่มันความสุขเกิดในใจไม่ใช่เกิดในสิ่งนี้สิ่งโน้นสิ่งนั้นเลยทุกไม่ได้เกี่ยวข้องกับคนนี้คนโน้นกับอากาศนี้กับอากาศโน้นเกี่ยวกับใจของเราเมื่อยาแก้ทุกข์นั้นมันต้องแก้ในใจเมื่อหาความสุขต้องดูในใจต้องไปหาดูในใจเข้าใจไหมจะยากนะ ดูโทรทัศน์ดีง่ายกว่า และของเรานะมันขี้ลืมนะดูเธอง่วงนอนกินนิดน้อยก็ไปนอนนะแล้วตอนเช้าก็ตื่นขึ้นมานะมันจะต้องไปทำงานใช่ไหมนะจะทำงานเพื่อมีชีวิตอยู่เพื่อมีอาหารการกินเพื่อมีเสื้อผ้าเพื่อมียากินเพื่อมีที่อาศัยใช่ไหมเพื่อมีบ้านนะก็ต้องทำงานหนักใช่ไหมเมื่อเกษียณแล้วก็ไม่มีแรงของเราใช้ชีวิตนะมันที่เต็มที่นะนี่สองคนก็อายุ30 กว่าใช่ไหมเนี่ยอะไรไม่ถึง25เนี่ยฮะโอ้ผมดูถูกแล้วประมาณผมบอกว่าประมาณ30 กว่านะเนี่ยยังมีแรงอยู่ยังมีความสวยงามใช่ไหมคิดดูสิอีก20 ปีนะจะเป็นยังไงใช้ไม่ได้แล้วลูกผู้ชายก็ไม่ได้แล้วเนี่ยมันไปนะดูคนแก่ดูคนใหญ่นะมันจะไปรวดเร็วนะและสุดท้ายก็ไม่มีอะไรเหลือนอกจากใจนะที่เก็บปุ่นเลยป่ะนะให้เข้าใจอันนี้นะโอเคจะมีอะไรวางไหมอยากถวายของเหรอถวายแล้วเหรอโอเคก็ไปได้นะเมื่อฟังธรรมนานแล้วนะมันจะเจ็บใจมากไปสวดมนต์ดีกว่า
ก็ถ้าหนูลงอยู่ในนั้นแล้วหลวงพ่อก็ไปช่วยหนูด้วยนะ
ต้องเป็นใช้นะมันที่ช่วยได้นะโอเคว่าเดี๋ยวนี้จะมีภาษาอังกฤษนะกลับก็ได้หรือก็อลาดินกลับก็ได้นะอย่างไม่ถึง30So, what's going on? What are the questions?
Venerable Ajahn, myself Deepaka, I'm from India, Mumbai. I always listen to your Dhamma talk on YouTube and I'm really inspired by those encouraging talks. How to make sure ourselves we are strong in Sila? Because in the outside world it's sometimes not easy to keep the precepts. So how to develop yourself in Sila? Wait for your reply.
Sila, Samadhi and Panya. There are three columns, I mean that lead us, that is the fourth noble truth that lead us to the end of dukkha, You cannot just only develop Sila, you have to develop Sila, Samadhi and Panya in trident, So, if you don't have sati, I mean you don't know what you do wrong, So developing sati is really important, on the path to Sila. But also, to develop Panya, to wisdom, to know that you do something wrong, I mean, yes, you can read, you can read the 5 precepts, they're pretty clear, not to harm any living being, not taken what is not given, no sexual misconduct, no lies, no harsh speech, and no alcohol, no drugs, These are the 5 silas, But they can be very detailed, I mean, when do I break the sila, when do I not break the sila, and I mean, these are just guidelines, So, I mean, we have to develop sati to know what we are doing, why we are doing it, and what is the result of our doing, If the result of our doing is unwholesome, I mean, then we should let it go, If we see, if our wisdom has developed, and we see, there's something, might be against the sila, but we should develop wisdom by reflecting, I haven't talked about it for a while. We should reflect at the end of the day about what happened today, what we did, what we say, and what was the result of our doing, and what was the result. How did we feel when we said this, Did we feel well? Then everything is okay. The only thing that we really should know, we don't even need to know the 5 precepts, We should at every moment, if we feel well, if it is wholesome what we did, we don't break the silas, if you break the silas, we always feel uncomfortable, So actually, Luang Pu Man said, he was a bhikkhu, he was a monk, who was supposed, to keep 227 precepts, And then, some of the monks, how do you keep the 200? I keep only 1 precept. And they were all shocked, How can you do that? He said, I keep 1 precept, I don't let anything evil in my mind or in my chitta, And that takes care of all the silas, If nothing evil comes into our mind, we can't do evil, we protect, But, living in the world, it is very difficult, I know from myself, you're so easily, you're so easily persuaded, to do something wrong by your friends, So the thing that you should do, and you should adhere to is the practice, Practice in the morning, practice, 45 minutes or an hour in the morning before you do anything. And when you come home, you practice again, and after your practice of 40 minutes, then reflect of what you're doing, And then when you see, there are times where you don't have sati, just prepare yourself that tomorrow, in these situations, I want to have more sati. I want to be more aware of what is going on. Why did I react in the way that I did? Don't think about the things, Don't try to figure it out, because that is what our mind loves to do. It figures out, why did we do this? Why did we do that? No, that is not the way of reflection. Reflection is the way of looking what is happening. Mind moment after mind moment after mind moment. And if you haven't understood it yet, all what you need to do is ask your heart, have you understood it? And the heart, actually says no. So then you need to do it again and again and again, And don't think you can do it within one week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, it might take a long time, So daily reflection, and daily practice, it helps you, And don't associate with the wrong friends. That's what the Lord Buddha said, associate with friends who are staying in the Dhamma, That is really helpful, And with other people, don't associate it, if you have to work, and there are bad people there, be friendly to them, but, don't get too close to them, And don't let you get influenced, but especially, also by media, by television or by newspapers or hearsay or so, things like that, Because that goes even deeper than we don't even notice it, Okay, so I think that it should be clear.
So the next one, it's a practitioner from Sri Lanka. He said he used to listen to Ajahn talks, and then he got addicted on your talks, and so he watched you regularly on YouTube. So his first question, he has 5 questions. Is it mandatory to practice under a teacher with an arahant in order to become a Sri Lanka?
No. Very, very simple answer. No.
Uh,
But it is, of course it is helpful, But how many arahants are still in the world, But if you have a righteous teacher, and he can be just a Sotapanna, a stream enterer, or just even a worldling, who is close to it, who lives the Dhamma of the Lord Buddha, And we notice it, he doesn't even have to be, a Sotapanna. But of course, if he is a Sotapanna or Sakadagami or Anagami or Arahant, it is more helpful, But it is not necessary, But becoming a stream entry, you should at least, have a person who has entered the stream that he can help you,
Do I need to be in good health?
But there was something, I mean, Lungta also mentioned it, I mean, what did the Lord Buddha say, a stream enterer can help a worldling, to enter the stream, but he cannot help a stream enterer with his problems, A Sakadagami can help the stream enterer with his problems, and an Anagami can help, can help the Sakadagami with his problems, and Arahant can help the Anagami with his problems, but only a Buddha can help an Arahant with his problems. So.
Do I need to be in good health in order to practice, as I have back pain mostly when sitting?
I mean, sit on a couch or sit on a chair, don't make it too comfortable, I mean, that depends on is it back pain, coming from an injury, or is it just back pain, that comes when you sit, I mean, as I said, to the Thais, when they watch TV, they don't notice their back pain, or they don't notice the pain in their knees or in their hips or wherever the pain comes on, I mean, he has to test it out. Is it back pain only coming when he's meditating or when he's practicing? Then he knows he has to overcome this pain and investigate this pain. I mean, if the pain is there all the time, whenever he sits, when he sits to eat or when he sits to watch a movie or when he sits down with people to talk, then, I mean, then he still can practice, then make it comfortable, and practice, do walking meditation, for instance,
And most of the time during sitting meditation, when my mind is very calm and concentrated on the breath, I feel like something is going to happen to my body, like pressure on my head. Then there is fear arising and the heart starts to beat rapidly, and then concentration is lost. Could you please advise to overcome this?
I mean, you have to have sati before this thought of fear, before this thought comes into the mind, that brings up this fear, or it can be a memory, I mean, he has to prepare them. He has to prepare himself mentally when he sits down and said, whatever comes, let it come, But this pressure in the head, I mean, it's actually not a good sign, That is normally a sign, where he puts too much pressure on the focusing, I mean, if he focusing too hard, then the pressure in the brain can, it can happen, So that, I mean, he has to be careful. I cannot answer it correctly, I mean, it can happen in both ways, But the fear, I mean, he can counteract, with the thought, let's see what is happening. Be interested, Instead of going to the thoughts of fear or memories of fear, go interested, what is happening now in the citta. Be more interested. What is happening with the Buddha, or what is happening with the breath, Maybe the breath disappears, what is happening after the breath. When the breath disappears, what is happening? But it doesn't disappear, it stops, the breath. I don't know if it does Buddha or the breath, But for a lot of people, especially when they also come from the West, the moment they are afraid when thoughts are stopping. When the thoughts are stopping, they feel uneasy, I mean, so a fear comes up, I'm not there. I mean, you remember Descartes, cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am, So when I stop thinking, I'm not there anymore. So a lot of people are afraid of this, I mean, this is before they even get into the deeper calmness, they are already afraid, of losing their thoughts, of losing their self, And they have to counteract that, with interesting, what is it, what is happening, when there is no self, I mean, as I said, there's the world of experience, and that is much more happier than everything that we can think of and imagine, I mean, living, just like people playing video games, I mean, when they stop the video games, suddenly, I mean, they feel empty, But this emptiness is full of all sorts of things, And that is pretty much the same thing, When we stop thinking and stop memorizing, I mean, there is an emptiness. In the beginning, it feels like emptiness, but actually it is full of sensations. It's full of experience, I mean, it's a completely new world, So we shouldn't be afraid of it, we should look forward to it, Be interested. What is happening right now at the moment? Yeah, that's how you can overcome your fear. Yeah.
In Sri Lanka, our meditation teacher teach to do walking meditation with the concentration on the legs, not in the breath. Is it wrong?
I mean, that depends on what you want. Yeah. If you want to reach, calm, samatha. I mean, having any attention on something that is moving is not good. Yeah. I mean, the feet are moving, so I mean, you always go with the steps, yeah. I mean, it gets to some calm, yeah. I mean, it's not really wrong. It depends on what you want, yeah. If you really want to go, into samatha, into the calm meditation, where thoughts and memories are stopping, you can do that, while you do walking meditation, yeah. But you have to have one point, yeah. That is the important thing. You have to have one point. So, where do we have the point when we do observing the breath? We have the point at the tip of the nose. Yeah. When we observe the Buddha, our point is the Buddha. Yeah. But if we watch the moving of the feet, yeah, this will not lead to complete calmness. Yeah. It will lead to a sort of calmness. I mean, it is easier for most of the people. It will be easier than just watching the breath because this is boring. Yeah. That what might be a reason why he teaches it, yeah? But then, I mean, take the breath and the Buddha at the same time, that is much better, yeah? So, I mean, it's not completely wrong, yeah? I mean, don't understand, don't get me wrong, it leads to a certain kind of calmness, yeah? I mean, other people, there are teachers in the West who say, I mean, stay with the mind, yeah? Yes, we are focused on the mind, but the mind constantly moves, I mean, so we never get calm, yeah? We watch the mind, producing all these thoughts and memories, yeah, and it will produce it forever, but we don't get calm, yeah, that's it. Yeah? So we have to have one point, yeah. In order to reach one pointedness, it is of utmost importance to have one point where we concentrate, yeah? And it is easier because we know the mind goes off. We know we are not there with the Buddha, or we are not there at the tip of the nose, yeah. Yeah? But then, if you watch our feet, was I on the right feet or was I on the left feet or where was it? I mean, then thinking starts, yeah? I mean, if you have one object, okay, go back to the object, yeah? Huh? It's just like people, who sometimes, count, 1 to 10 or 1 to 100, I mean, 1 to 10 is much better, yeah? So that ask, was I at 5 or was I at 6? That is already thinking. That is not helpful, yeah? I mean, if you count, if you don't know where you are, you start at 1, yeah? If that helps, for a while, some people need, not only 2 crutches like Buddha and the breath, they need 3 crutches or sometimes 4 crutches, to get a little bit of calm, yeah? Until, they can leave, 1 crutch away, and then they have 3 crutches, and then they have 2 crutches, and at the end, when they get really calm, then they have just 1, yeah? Okay?
Would Ajahn have any idea whether there are or there were any Arahant or stream mantra in Sri Lanka in recent years? If so, please let me know.
I have no idea, but I assume pretty strongly that there were Arahant. Yeah, I mean 1 or 2 or 3, yeah, maybe a few Arahants in Sri Lanka. Yeah, but I have no idea who it was and who it is. Yeah.
Then the next person, he was the person who asked for the question about expectation. He gave the last Dhamma talk, and so now he has another question. I have a question about my meditation practice. Hopefully you can provide additional knowledge for me. All this time I have been meditating with the focus on the tip of my nose by counting breath in 1, breath out 2, breath in 3, and up to breath out 10, and then you return to the in breath 1.
Okay. I think I just explained it, yeah? What is the question?
So in the Forest Dhamma video, Bhante emphasized the use of the word Buddha.
What? I didn't.
Ajahn emphasizes the use of the word Buddha.
Yeah.
So I thought, should I shift my focus to Buddha, or I just stick to my way of practicing for a long time?
I mean, leave out the counting, yeah? Just know that the breath goes in, know that the breath goes out. Right? I mean, if he needs 3 crutches, yes, but then, then just count to 10, and don't worry about the breath, yeah? You can combine it with the breath, yeah? In breath 1, out breath 2, in breath 3, up to 10, yeah? But, I mean, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do that for very long, yeah? I mean, using Buddha with the in-breath, Bud with breathing in and Do with breathing out is this much more comfortable, yeah? And sooner or later, one of the two, whatever you practiced before will fall away, yeah? For me, the Buddha falls away and the breath stays because I started with breath meditation. For other people who started with the Buddha meditation, I mean, the breath falls away and the Buddha sticks, yeah? I mean, if you get calm enough, I mean, one of the crutches, will fall away, yeah? So, I mean, yes, you can do it, but, it is not really that helpful, yeah? So, I mean, I would suggest, Buddha with breathing in and Do with breathing out, yeah? It makes the mind calmer faster.
So the next person, I wanted to ask a question regarding anapanasati, as I'm lately encountering difficulty reaching samadhi. It seems fairly easy to reach access concentration, where my chitta can see the many intricate sensations in the nose area as the breath comes in and out.
Mm-hmm.
At this stage, it appears to me that I have 3 options. First, I can move the attention forward toward the single...
To what?
I can move the attention forward toward the single spot where I feel the breath the most.
Yeah.
Secondly, I can drop downward toward the chitta while keeping my attention on the breath. Or third, I can simply let the breath run its course with more focus in each respiration. It would be of great help to know what Venerable Ajahn suggested method for reaching samadhi is, especially if it is none of the described above.
I mean, that it really does depend on the character of the person, yeah? I mean, it is of course helpful, I mean, if he still feels, one thing, if he still feels the breath at the tip of the nose, or around the tip of the nose, or, one point, around the tip of the nose, yeah? Then he should keep his attention there. He should not drop down. A lot of people drop down too easy, too early, It will automatically drop down, yeah? Because then you don't feel the breath anymore, but you know the breath, yeah? And that was his third option, yeah? So, I mean, it will automatically happen by itself, yeah? If he, yeah? I mean, there are 2 things, yeah? There is the point of reference, yeah? So, at the tip of the nose, and there is the knowing that he has to develop. And the stronger the knowing becomes, yeah? I mean, the easier it drops by itself into the heart region, yeah? And then he knows the breath, but he doesn't feel it anymore. Right? This is really important, to know. People try, to make the breath one way or the other. That is trying to control the breath. We should not, yeah? And that is the third option that he gave. Let the breath run its course, yeah? But be aware of the breath, yeah? And in the beginning, be aware if you feel it still at the tip of the nose, yeah? I mean, you stick there, yeah? Even your point of concentration will stick there, even if the knowingness falls into the heart. You will know that there actually then seems to be 2 points, yeah? I mean, the point of concentration and the point of knowingness, yeah? Until it all merges together. But that will take a long time, yeah? So
that was the question for the email. Now it's for what was on YouTube. So, one person. One may be strong enough to practice, but with age one easily become ill and weak. Does that mean one should stop becoming a monk because that will cause a burden to the people around who may have to take care of him? Or because some people start having health problems at 50 or even 40, or just become slightly weaker. Would they be able to practice Dhamma in a monastery? And I finish. It does come some stress if one needs to expect to be strong enough for a long time in order to be able to stay at the monastery, because the body is not something we can control. So there was a different question. At the beginning is, because he has probably in mind to become a monk, should he stop thinking about becoming a monk if you are too old or if you have health problem, like around 40, 50?
40, they're having a health problem, that is pretty early. Yeah?
Or just having a body weaker? Is it an hindrance to stay in a monastery to practice Dhamma or to become a monk?
No. Yeah. I mean, the body is the vehicle. I mean, we don't practice the body here in the monastery. Yeah. I mean, we do need, some sort of, kind of healthy body, because it will be a strain on the body, yeah. But what we practice here, is the mind, training the mind, training the chitta, yeah. So, being healthy or not healthy, I mean, that really depends on the description. Yeah, some people say they are not healthy, if they have small, what is it called, ailings, yeah, small pain here and there, I mean, yeah. The important thing, if he comes to a monastery, I mean, before he makes all these decisions, yeah, I mean, it's all up in the mind, yeah. I mean, practice, until you know what you want to do. Yeah?
And as regarding to being a burden for the community or for the other, would Ajahn have a limit, like of the age of ordaining or the physical strength? Or would there be any recommendation?
As long as he can stay here in the monastery, if he is 80, 90 or 100, or even 50, some people, yeah, I mean, we have somebody, with 79, yeah, I mean, he's quite good, But there are people, with 50 who cannot stay even one day in the monastery. Yeah? So, I mean, it has nothing to do with the body, it has nothing to do with the health, yeah? I mean, I understand everybody is concerned about the body, yeah? We are here concerned about the chitta, yeah? And we use the body as a vehicle, yeah? I mean, we take care of it as little as possible, yeah? So that it doesn't rot away or doesn't fall apart, yeah? And then the rest of the time we use for, yeah? We use for chitta pavana, yeah? For the practice of the mind, of the chitta.
And there was another discussion on the YouTube channel. It's after seeing one video of the octagon, one person reacted. He was asking why did everyone bow to the monk, so to you, Ajahn, but why does Ajahn doesn't bow to the Lord Buddha? And then there was a whole discussion where you replied that form does not create content, but however content creates form. And you were emphasizing that in the West we mostly emphasize on form, and here in Thailand they have the tendency to emphasize on both, and that you might expand in the next talk about this. And then this person replied, so he was happy if you could explain further about this concept of form and content. And then he was asking, is it okay if nobody would bow to Ajahn? What if a visitor comes in and refuses to bow to you? And he said, I had a great Dhamma teacher in the past who never asked his Sangha to bow to him.
I mean, that it depends completely on the people, If the Sangha doesn't want to bow, I mean, it's just, yeah. But that is also Western, yeah. It's Western thinking, yeah. Why, yeah. I mean, the form is, we have so many forms in the West, yeah. We greet each other, yeah. When you think about, greeting each other, yeah. I mean, yeah, he comes from the US, I don't know, I think in Australia it's the same. You say, how are you, yeah? But you don't really want to know the answer. So this is the form, yeah? I mean, you show your interest in the other person, that is the form, yeah? But you're not really interested in the other person, that is the content, yeah? There is the form but no content, yeah? It is like you have a vase, I mean, it might be very beautiful, you have a beautiful form, yeah? I mean, there are a lot of Thai people, also, yeah, who bow, who pay respect, very beautiful, but they don't have respect inside them. You can see it, I mean, they say, I'm greater than you, yeah? I mean, that's what they're thinking while they do, they do their beautiful form, yeah? I mean, form and content, is very different, yeah? I mean, the content created the form, yeah? And now because we can't see the content. The content is in our heart, yeah? So we only pay respect to the form, yeah? Oh, he doesn't pay respect. Oh, he doesn't pay respect. Oh, that is not good. Oh, that is not good, yeah? He doesn't do this or doesn't do that. That doesn't mean that this person doesn't have respect. I mean, there was a time when some of the Muslims of the southern Thai provinces came to see Luang Da Mahabor. They didn't pay respect. And then the lay person who was sitting next to Luang Da Mahabor got a little bit, aggravated. And said, why don't they bow to you? Yeah? They don't need to bow to me. Yeah? I mean, he replied, they don't need to bow to me. Yeah? I mean, if there wouldn't be respect, I mean, they came from southern Thailand, it's about 1,000 kilometers to see him. Yeah? And then, they were sitting there, yeah, as Muslims, to a Buddhist, I mean, this is probably they get their head chopped off when they go back, yeah? Huh? So they were sitting and they were listening intensely, to what Luang Da Mahabor said. That is all the respect that is needed, yeah? When we teach, I mean, the Vinaya, when we teach the Dhamma, we cannot teach to people who I mean, what is it called? Who tower over us, yeah? Or we cannot teach, I think we cannot teach to people who wear a hat or something like that, yeah? These are some of the forms, that are in the Vinaya. Or we shouldn't teach to people who sit higher than us, yeah? These are things, yeah? But the most important thing is, yeah? I mean, there have been people who don't pay respect to me. And it's also Western thinking. You don't pay respect to me personally. Eh? And people just don't seem to get it. They don't understand it. When you bow, you pay respect or bow 3 times. You bow to the Buddha, to the Dhamma, and to the Sangha. Not to this or that person. Yeah? And this is something that people don't understand. And it happens very often to Westerns because the people are very, very polite, I mean, when they see, here in Thailand, when they see a monk, they bow to him. No? I mean, he has been ordained for 5 years and thinks everybody, bows to him, then he takes off his robes, yeah, and nobody takes care of him. Huh? Nobody looks at him, nobody, bows to him anymore. So it has nothing to do with the person, it has nothing to do, how highly he is evolved or something like that. They bow only, yeah, and you bow to the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. And if you bow to the Buddha Rupa, I'm not offended. Yeah? It's the same thing. Yeah? If you bow to the Buddha, if you bow to me, you bow to the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Yeah? And the Sangha is when you look at the definition, what is the Sangha? The Sangha is a community of monks, but in the Buddhist scriptures, when we look at the chanting, what does he say? It is the eight kinds of noble beings. Yeah, that is the true Sangha. Yeah, and the other things, are on the way to the true Sangha. Yeah, the people who are ordained. Yeah. So this is. Yeah, I mean, we mistake form, for the content. Yeah. But there can be form without the content, yeah? There can be a vase empty, it's useless, yeah? Except nice to look at, yeah? But it doesn't hold the flowers, it doesn't hold water, yeah? But the content, itself, if you're respectful, everybody, especially a teacher can see it, yeah? And if people come here, don't bow, and don't have respect, I don't teach them, yeah? But they don't have to bow, but normally, they do. Yeah? And it is all, you know, Western thinking, yeah? Okay, understood?
Let's finish for the English part. There was one comment on YouTube in German.
In German. So who understands German? He should reply.
Hier ist eine Frage zu einem Talk von 2017, das Wichtigste der buddhistischen Lehre. Ehrenwerter Diplomatin, bei ca. Minute 37 sagen Sie, dass unser Kern ewig ist und in diesem Kreislauf gefangen ist.
Richtig.
Meine Fragen dazu sind, warum ist unser Kern in diesem Kreislauf gefangen? Wie kommt es dazu oder wie ist es dazu gekommen? Wie kann es sich überhaupt verfangen? Wie kommt es zu so einem Vorgang?
Das sind Fragen, die man nicht stellen soll. Das sagt der erhabene Buddha. Der Anfang des Kosmos und das Ende des Kosmos, ne, da kann man verrückt werden, je mehr man darüber nachdenkt. Ne. Wir brauchen, ne, das ist dasselbe. Ne. Ich gehe an einer großen Jauchegrube vorbei. Ne. Und da sind Leute, ne, sind in der Jauchegrube, meistens sind sie unter der Jauche, manchmal tauchen sie auf und dann sehen sie jemanden, ne, der geht da außen vorbei. Ne, und dann ist die erste Frage, ne, wie bin ich denn in diese Jauchegrube gefallen? Ist das wichtig? Oder ist die Frage wichtig, wie komme ich aus dieser Jauchegrube heraus? Das ist doch das Wichtige. Wie wir reingefallen, ist doch wurscht, wir sind doch schon drin. Ha? Das ist doch das. Ja? Das Wichtigste ist, ja? We are in the shithole. Ja? And the first question, you know, a person asks, you know, when he puts his head above the, you know, the shit, yeah, is, how did I get into the shit? No, the first question a normal person would ask, how do I get out? Huh? Not how do I get into the shit? Yeah? I mean, he fell into the shit, you know. I mean, how did I manage to fall into the shit? I mean, you are now there. Yeah? How do I get out? That is the important question. That is the only important question in our life. Yeah? How do I get out of the you know, the wheel of birth and death? Yeah? Not how did I get in? And the Lord Buddha said, no. Yeah? We should not ask this question, and we should not look for answers. Yeah? It happened, yeah? It happened that you fell into the shithole, you know, now get out. I mean, what help is it, you know, when you're constantly breathing in, you know, this bad air, you know, and then you're drinking or you're drinking this shit, you know, knowing how did it all happen, you know, to fall in there, yeah? Verstehst du?
Ich habe es.
Yeah, I mean, I often use it, and I haven't used it for years now, but in the beginning I often use this. Yeah? I love this example. I love the similar. Yeah? I mean, people always ask, how did I get there? How did it, you know? It doesn't matter how we get it. Yeah, I mean, we are in the shithole. You know, how to get out? That is the important question. Yeah. So. Is there anything else? Okay, so if there are no questions from you, yeah, then we can stop. Yeah? Are there? You have a question? Good.
In reflecting during the evening,
yeah,
what I did today, this is what I did, this is why I did it, and this is the result. Kind of checking against the sita.
Yes, but you make one mistake. You think. Only look. Yeah. What? Yeah. I mean, ask the question. What happened? Don't ask why did I do it. Nah. Huh? I mean, you look at it, you know, and when you look at every mind moment, you see what leads you to this doing. Yeah. And you also see the results. But if you think about it, you judge, automatically you judge if it was good or not, yeah? The heart knows if it is wholesome or not, yeah? And the heart, we want to understand how the heart works, yeah? We trained all our life, the mind, how the mind works. Yes, it tries to figure out, yeah? And we should not do that in reflection, yeah? We should not try to figure out. If we don't understand it, yeah? Then we just say, sorry, I don't understand. Tomorrow or, whenever this happens, I have to look closer. And that is so difficult for us. Because we love, to assume, and to proliferate, yes, because of this I did. And then you're in thinking, you're not anymore in reflection. Huh? Bordeaux? I know it is not easy, but it is so revealing, yeah? This reflection, if it is done properly, it reveals any kind of intention that we have, yeah? And it shows us, and it shows the heart, not the mind. We can stop things that are unwholesome, yeah? But the heart still wants to do it. But once the heart sees that it does something that hurts itself, it will never ever do it again. Yeah? It is like, we are in the kitchen, one of the heating, how do you call it, the heating plates, or, one of the fire, for the pots, is burning, and we look there, we see somebody, but our hand is on the fire, and then we blame this person who just came in, for our burning, yeah? But the hand is still burning even if the person went away, yeah? Huh? We never look, actually. And that is what we do in reflection. We just look. In the moment anybody sees that the hand is on top of the fire, you don't have to tell him, pull it back, please pull it back, please pull it back. It automatically pulls it back. But if it doesn't know, yeah? And the heart does not know that it does something that hurts itself. That's why we have to show the heart, yeah, what it does and what the results of its doing is. And not only one time, sometimes, if it is really ingrained habit, we have to show it more and more, because it doesn't, it is covered up by the kilesa that really don't want to know very clearly, what is going on. Oh, yeah. And that's where thinking, yeah. And then we understand, and we have not understood a thing. Okay? So reflection can be so helpful, it really reveals everything, every part of our life, yeah? And you can cleanse out, your whole attic, or your whole cellar, that is full of all these old stuff, yeah? It is easily cleared out, when we do this reflection, because we see these things, yeah? They come up, and we see, in the moment the heart realizes it does something that is unwholesome, and lets go, yeah? It reminds me, the teaching when I was in the West, when I was in England or in Germany, and the teaching was always, yeah? It was in the 90s, yeah? Let go, let go, let go. And then I said, I can't let go of my greed and hate. It constantly comes up, yeah? I can reduce it, yes, yeah? But I cannot let go of it, yeah? And then I went, when I went then to Thailand, one of the first things that Lungda Mahabua taught, yeah? You can't let go. Huh? Tell an ant that is at the roof, he said to me, tell an ant that is on the roof, if it wants to go to the floor, let go. And it falls to the floor, and walks there. Yeah? Cannot do it, because it doesn't know how to let go. Yeah? What it knows is, do, one step at a time, go along the ceiling, go down on the side wall, until it hits the floor. Yeah? That's what we can do. And that's the same for us. Yeah? We cannot give in, but we cannot let go. Yeah? We can do that. Yeah? When we see the kilesas coming up with a very strong wish or very strong hate, we don't have to give in to this hate. Yeah? But we can't let go of this hate, because it is intrinsic. Yeah? So we have to dig down, we have to investigate, and we have to look, and we have to show the heart, yeah. Sometimes, in my earlier talks, years ago, I said, rip open your heart and let it look at the situation, yeah. See it, yeah. But it doesn't want to see it, huh? Okay, see it, yeah. Nit noy. See it, yeah. Until it understands, and once it understands it, let's go forever, yeah. Then the thought comes still up in the mind, but the heart has no interest. Yeah? Because the memories, and the thoughts, they still continue, to wanting to do this, but the heart has no interest. Yeah? Once you have let go. Okay?
There's some things that were easy to let go.
Yeah?
And I think there's still some things hanging on to. Is this a lifelong?
No, it's not lifelong, but that's why we have to do, this understanding takes place through the investigation of the body, mostly investigation of the body. Yeah? That is the primary thing. Yeah? And if you remember, please remember, the body investigation doesn't stop at Sotapanna. The Sotapanna still can have family, still enjoy sex, and still, enjoy the wealth and the houses and so on, yeah? He still has 7 more lives to go, yeah? So he enjoys all these things, yeah? And it doesn't stop at the Sakatakami, the once returner, yeah? He still has, a lot of, greed and hate within him, yeah? It only stops, yeah, at the Yanakami, where the greed and hate, are uprooted. And because, if you remember, greed and hate, are, the roots of greed and hate are in this illusion about the body. So we have to completely destroy the illusion about the body, and then greed and hatred are automatically destroyed. I just told you, you can't let go of these things. But through investigation and reflection is one of the first things that we can do, with investigation. Look, just observe, just like we observe a Buddha, yeah? We only, the heart, needs to understand that this body has nothing, it is, nothing that it is worth attaching to it, yeah? It is like this body, forgive me, when I say, at home you have a very nice pillow, yeah? It is so comfortable and it is warm, it is never cold, yeah? And then somebody tells you, to open up the pillow, yeah? To see what is inside, yeah? And you say, why should I open up the pillow? It is nice and comfortable, yeah? I don't want to open it up. Yeah? But you tell him, and then one day he opens it up, yeah? And what comes out? Warm shit. Do you think he will put the zipper back, and put his head on it? No. He has completely understood. He will even not, he will carry it on 2 fingers, to the trash can and get rid of it and never even think about it. And that is the same thing for the investigation of the body that reaches to the stage of Sotapanna, Sakadaka, Anagami. And the Anagami finally has understood, let go. Yeah? But until that, we have to do a lot of body investigation, Oh yeah, I understand it. Oh yeah. No, you have not understood. Okay? Remember this, your nice pillow, In German we called it Fritzchen, yeah? I don't know why. You remember that? Yeah, well, probably it was Southern German. Yeah? You have Fritz? No. Well, maybe your young generation. We called it Fritzchen, yeah? That was the pillow, the babies or the little kids, always took in the car, and put their head on.
This is the imagination. I think, I don't know what to do with it, because I can imagine, like daydream. You imagine Nirvana, you imagine your progression, you imagine deep samadhi, you imagine, you imagine.
Yeah.
And I don't want to imagine, I want to do.
Well, then when you see that you imagine, then just pull back to your Buddha. Yeah? I mean, all our life we have lived in imagination. Yeah? I mean, when you look at this world, I mean, the reality doesn't look like we see it. Yeah. But we have agreed to it. This is a tree. Everybody agrees to it. This is a tree. Yeah. But what is the reality of a tree? We really don't know. Yeah. So we live in some sort of illusion or imagination. Yeah. And we agreed all on it. And I mean, not only this life. I mean, for billions and trillions and whatever that comes above that, lies. And I mean, we have agreed to that. Yeah. And now we have to destroy this illusion. To see, reality. And that is the same thing. Open the pillar and see. Wow. I won't ever, put my head back on it, yeah. So I mean, when you see imagination or or illusion coming up, say there's illusion, okay, go back to the Buddha, yeah. I mean, sometimes, I mean, if it doesn't come up too often, you can label it illusion, or hatred, and then, you go back to the Buddha and observe the hate, and feel feel it, yeah. I mean, this is something we really have to feel, yeah, and that is what I say, with this daily reflection. We have to show the heart how it feels to be angry. I mean, it doesn't like it, but it doesn't know it. So we have to show the heart. That means we have to completely dive, yeah, just like we do in pain investigation. We have to dive into pain, to bath in the pain, yeah. To be able, and then tell the heart, you see, pain, yeah, you understand it now? No, okay, let's do some more, let's do some more pain, yeah, or let's do some more hate, yeah, to see, yeah, and only then, can we lower, can we lower the threshold of hate, I mean, the heart doesn't want to do bad things unto itself, but it has, it has been accustomed to do it, yeah, to do these unwholesome things because somebody tells it, yeah, the kilesas tell it, yeah, this is nice, this is fun, yeah. But actually, when we investigate it, this is not fun, yeah. I mean, it is completely perturbing, the heart is racing up, yeah. When we get angry, it's racing up. That is nothing that is pleasant, yeah. And then, after that, when we dealt with a lot of hate, yeah, we can see the same thing happening with greed. The heart raising up, I mean, getting excited, I mean, we label it as a positive excitement, negative excitement. Excitement is excitement. It's nothing that is pleasant, yeah. Because we know, the pleasantness of the heart is, when it's completely calm and peaceful, yeah. And whenever it has, to be activated, it is unpleasant, yeah. But we don't know it because we have these strong labels on. This is greed, that is not so bad. This is hate. This is really bad, yeah. Or this is the body. This is the things that come out of the body. They're really bad. This is the things that go onto the body or in the body. They're really nice. And when we look in the mirror, this is really nice. This is really comfortable. This is really so amazing. Yeah. So we have to look the other way around. Yeah. We have to look inside. Okay. Any more questions? No. I mean, we pretty much said everything, huh? So, yeah. Well, then keep up your practice, yeah? And do the reflection. When I ask my monks, when did you last do the reflection? I don't remember. Yeah?